Welcome to Solitaire Quest, episode 21. So we're here, folks. We're here. Ascension of the Cybermen, or as I like to call it, Cannon Rape 2 Electric Boogaloo, which is an insult to break into Electric Boogaloo, but yeah. I apologize to Break Into Electric Boogaloo. I apologize to all those creators. I apologize to the people who created that. I really don't. I don't want to be dragging your. I don't want to be dragging your creation through the mud here. To the creators of Break Into Electric Boogaloo, I am sorry if you are offended. I am bending the knee right now. I'm bending the knee to you creators of Break Into Electric Boogaloo. To people who created Break Into Electric Boogaloo, I am sorry I dragged your movie through the mud, through this bullshit. I apologize in advance. I am the Blood Knight of the Old Republic of Bloodganistan, and yeah, I apologize for the audio. But hey, whatever works. I had to watch Series 12 of Doctor Who again, so yeah, penance enough, folks. So yeah, when I originally first watched this episode, I noticed it was a change of pace. It had action, it had excitement, which is more than what we got from the rest of Series 12 and Series 11 combined. So yeah, this episode of Doctor Who. Where to begin? Where to begin? So yeah, this episode, right off the bat, is shade. Is shade at Nightmare of Silver. It's an episode of Doctor Who written by Neil Gaiman. Really, this is just Chibs throwing shade at that. Apparently there are no human. The way things were in Nightmare in Silver, there was a cyber empire. It fell, but there were people alive. There were more than there were more than just 7 or 8 people alive. Things weren't as dire or desperate as they were. So yeah, the intro with the cyber fascist voiceover. The intro is a great metaphor for how the far left are trying to bring back fascism, folks. Great metaphor. Great metaphor. Now, the 18th century Irish side story. Now, Chibs and these folks, they should just stick to writing slice of life. I believe that's the only thing they're good at. Period pieces, slice of life. That's really what all these people are good for. Quite honestly. They don't know how to write Doctor Who whatsoever. Stephen Moffat, RTD, folks around him, they knew what they were doing. And yeah, 18th century slice of life was not bad. It was well acted. And if I had to watch an 18th century Irish slice of life, get Chibs and his company to write that. It would definitely be up their alley. If I honestly had to. Can't write Doctor Who. So yeah. With plenty of prep time, literally, Doctor has a time machine. With plenty of prep time, the Doctor only brings her 3 companions. Only the 3 companions around her. She doesn't assemble a motley crew or force like she did at Demon's Run to try and fight the Cybermen. She doesn't go back. She doesn't go and recruit Captain Jack. She doesn't go and do any of that. Which would have made sense for Jax Harkness's appearance. It would have made plenty of sense. Ugh. So maybe even past companions. You could bring in like another actor to do the Brigadier. Who else? Who else? Oh yeah, Vastra, Strax, Jenny, them. You know, you can bring in a bunch of people from Doctor Who's past. Anyone who owes the Doctor a favor. Anyone. This literally could have been that. And yeah, the companions, when they were here, that like the last of humanity is just in the blown out village, and I found their response to be quite appropriate. And yeah, we had with the prep time, the Doctor fails, folks. With prep time, the Doctor fails. Now, I'm not saying the Doctor is completely inept. The man, I should say man. The man applies to women as well. The man managed to capture a space station asteroid outpost in Demon's Run in under 2 minutes. He ended up taking it in under 2 minutes. He still ended up losing, but that was an understandable loss. He did succeed in taking the space station. And yeah. These people, folks. Yeah. It would have been some nice fan service too. Get some past companions or something to help along. Maybe even bring in some past doctors. You never know. Could have been interesting where they took this. So yeah, the flying Cybermen heads. They're a blatant rip-off of the Orville, folks. Blatant rip-off. I don't know why. I don't know why they decided to rip off, I don't know why they were deciding to rip off the Orville. Maybe it was to subvert expectations so that the Doctor fails. I think that's it. That's the only reason. Yeah, for some reason, you know, the Cybermen just go straight, they go beelining for the last humans. For some reason, instead of, I don't know, stocking up on supplies, bringing some numbers into their forces. Sure, they had the cyber fighters and the flying cyber heads, but that was just dumb. Them going for the beelining right for the humans. That was just pointless. And yeah, the Cybermen killing humans instead of trying to convert them. Yeah. That's wrong. That's blatantly wrong. And you have a guy here. We got a guy who is a willing recruit to the Cybermen, the lone Cybermen, and he gets refused by the Cybermen. Seriously. Yeah, I'm still also calling bullshit on the fact that an emotional inhibitor wasn't installed into this guy. I'm calling bullshit, because if you're a Cyberman, that's the first thing you install, is an emotional inhibitor. It really is. And yeah, the Cyberman is an XP for Chris Chibnall. Now, I've prepared I took what the Cyberman said when the lone Cyberman talked to the doctor. I have what he said here written down in my notepad. And yeah, it's just yeah, Chibs likes to talk. Chibs likes to speak in metaphor. He loves metaphor. We know this. We know this from Spyfall when you had Black XB, when you had the Black XB evil Steve Jobs talking to his mother. That's just Chibs talking to the fans. Now I've gotten some stuff written down here. Now I'm gonna make this simple. I'm gonna do some voices. I'm gonna do some voices to simplify things, so you know who's speaking. All right, now I'm beginning. All right. I'm gonna try to do my best Chris Chibnall impersonation. I'm gonna try my best. So we have Lone Cyberman. When the glorious Cyber Empire arrived, I was a willing recruit. Translation. When the angry feminists or Marxists showed up to give us lesson at the university, I was a bitch who listened to every word. That's Chris Chibnall, folks. That's Chris Chibnall. And we got the lone Cyberman. But as I took my rightful place, as I began my blessed ascension, I was denied. And this is a translation. That's my best impersonation of Chris Chibnall. When I found out that being a white male was bad, I got real sad. Lone Cyberman. At first, I cursed myself, hid in the shadows ashamed. Translation. At first. But then I got a job at the BBC and hid in the broom closet, waiting to strike. Now we got the lone Cyberman here. But now I understand I was not discarded. I was chosen to revive the glory of the cyber race. Translation. I realize I wasn't rejected. No, I'm the white knight to the feminist/Marxists of the world. I'm going to make them proud. Now we got the lone Cyberman here. The Siberian has given me understanding. It has distilled my purpose. This is a translation, folks. The angry feminist/Marxist told me what to do. That's Chris Chibnall. And now, we got the lone Cyberman again. I'm the perfect vessel. Everything is in me for the ascension of the Cybermen and beyond. Now, this is translation. This is Chris Chibnall, folks. I am the ultimate traitor to Doctor Who/white men/the patriarchy and willing bitch. I beta male myself for when the angry feminists/Marxists rise to power. That's Chris Chibnall, folks. Just to be clear. Just so that there's no mistake. Now we have Lone Cyberman here. Now there's a bit with Doctor talks to the lone Cyberman. I didn't include that, but I got what the lone Cyberman said. All your deaths, the death of everything, is within me. Now, translation. This is just Chibnall, so there's no mistake here, folks. Death to all the chads. Death to the patriarchy/capitalism. I can do it. So yeah. That's basically a translation for you. That is basically a translation. And yeah, Graham and Yaz group just when they're flying into the cyber ship, the cyber carrier, Graham and Yaz, they just fly into the cyber ship blind and successfully, because I don't know. No, I gotta give credit to where credit is due. We got the 80s headed Cybermen. We got the 80s headed Cybermen. Now, I don't mind. It's a good acknowledgement to the Cybermen past. In the two-parter special we got, we didn't see any of the. We didn't get to see any 80s headed Cybermen. I didn't mind that. But also, the Cybermen heads, they look a bit feminine. That's not too surprising to me, folks, considering the rumors and what we're going to be getting with the Daleks. Hold on, I dropped my notebook. Same page. So yeah, that's just something I noticed. And we got the Cybermen attacking other Cybermen. Now, I get it. I guess if you're the lone Cyberman, you want us to plant the Cyber Leader, you do that. But doing that to all the Cybermen, no. And yeah, that's mostly it, folks. That's all my notes. Now, yeah, the Timeless Children. I'm getting to that. This episode of Ascension of the Cybermen, it was better than what was coming up next. What's coming up next is an absolute garbage fire. And I'm going to be reviewing it right after now. So yeah, stay frosty. Get your Joels in one where you can. And like and subscribe. I don't say that often enough, but yeah. Like and subscribe. When I get a butter mic, yeah, definitely. The audio is going to improve. But I'm stuck with what I have. And I'll just leave it at that. So yeah, stay frosty. Joel's in one where you can. I'm the Blood Knight of the Old Republic of Bloodganistan. And peace. Well, and peace out. Yeah, that's how it goes.